Hello, today we're going to be setting up the DJI Ronin gimbal. So to start off, we're just going to set up the stand for this. On the stand there will be buttons that you press in, and then these arms will come out, and that will be the same with these top ones. The top ones will have these hooks here. And that is where you will set up the top arm of the gimbal. Once you have the arm set up, you can now connect the rest of the body. So first off, you'll see that this part swivels. This is the part that connects directly to here. There will be arrows pointing this direction to insert, and then there will be this copper goldish piece that will switch up and down. So we will slide this into the side here and just slowly get it in there. And then once this part clicks, you want to tighten up this red lever right up here. Once that's tight, you're ready for the next step. So the next step will be attaching the battery. So your battery will look something like this, with screws on either side, and then it will attach in here where the screws will slot down into here on each side. So we'll take the battery at an angle like this, make sure the screws go in, push it down, and then we'll screw in the battery. So once the main body of the gimbal is set up, we'll work on attaching the camera. So right here we just have a Blackmagic Cinema camera. We'll flip it over and grab our camera plate. Always remember to keep the plate centered with the rest of the camera. You wouldn't want it at a slight angle. Once the plate is attached, we can attach our lens support. So this will attach just right on the front under the lens. And you take this thumb screw and just and there you go. Now you're ready to attach it to the gimbal. So a couple things to keep in mind when you're attaching the camera. This side, it will be a lock. So this will tighten it on the side, and then this silver button here, it'll lock the camera from sliding all the way off. So we'll take this and we'll just line it up. Slide it in. Once you hear that snap, you know you're good. And then you want to lock it on the side. This can be a little tricky at times. And then you want to check to make sure that it can't go back or forth. So right here, that's pretty good, not moving. But let's say it was still loose a little bit. You can take an Allen wrench, and then right on the lock itself, you can take the Allen wrench and just tighten it manually. So then when you let it hang, you can notice that this might not be entirely balanced. So to fix that, you might just loosen this up a bit, slide it back, tighten it back up. Too far backwards. So then this can take a while to just really get it just right. So right there, that's pretty good actually. You notice that it does tilt to the side. That's just because of this motor here. It's just going to be heavier than the side without it. So then now we'll want to turn the gimbal on just to test it. So we're just right on top of the battery. There's going to be a power button. Hold that. So there, the gimbal just corrected itself. As you can see, it is pretty stable, and it's just how we want it. With our gimbal powered on, you can either take it from the two side handles or the top handle. You notice that as you move it around, it'll keep the camera stable. And that way you can do walking shots and still have the camera not shake around like you're actually holding the camera itself.